So, a warm welcome to all. So, let us start our next family, that is Podostomaceae. So, by looking into the picture itself, you can see the habit of this plant and also where it is growing, that is it is aquatic plant. And there are some typical features of this family that is entirely different from other families that you have already studied. That is why this some features that makes this family unique. What are they? So, these are usually plants belong to this family are submerged and aquatic forms occur on the rocky substratum under the running water. Okay. So, you can observe these plants in the running water like our bryophytes or mosses, etc. And their vegetative body is a flat dorsiventral structure look like a thallus of our algae or bryophytes. Okay. And it is usually appear like a filamentous. This feature is very important, and this is the one and unique family showing such features, that they are aquatic forms, they are submerged or attached on the substratum, and they have filamentous fine thread like thallus like structure. Okay. And they are very slender also. The leaves are also very small and scaly like our mosses, and they are linear or subulate or broader and dissected because they are growing in the water. These are typical features, and also by looking into the embryology and anatomy also they are peculiar. They have pseudo embryo sac due to the disintegration of nucellar tissue. Embryological feature in the formation of a pseudo embryo sac, okay, because the nucellar tissue is disintegrated. And triple fusion is absent in members, and also endosperm is absent. See, these are the features that our lower groups sharing, absence of embryo sac, absence of endosperm, etc. But such some features are still there in certain angiosperm families. One among such family is Podostomaceae. So, very important, usually questions may arise from Podostomaceae family. Okay. Now, it is distributed all over the world, usually in tropical and temperate regions, and there are about 43 genera and 150 species occurring in this group, and they are represented by the typical some members that are Podostemon, Dicraea, Terniola and Hydrobarium. These are some common features that are observed in worldwide. Okay. And flowers are usually solitary or terminal flowers, may occur in cymose inflorescence. They are bisexual, they are all like angiosperm flower, and bracts, and also in solitary flowers usually you can see a spathe, a cover also present in the inflorescence with long and slender pedicels. Clear? Long and slender pedicels also present. Then perianth with 3 to 5 segments in one word. Segmented perianth or dissected type of perianth in one word, and segments may be free or united. You cannot say it is gamma petale or polypetale. Okay. And perianth segments are many as, and they are scale like structure. Perianth segments are scale like structures, very minute structure, or these perianth segments may be absent. Okay. In such cases, a membrane that encloses the flower bud. Okay. Usually perianth is present as segments in one word, dissected or appear as free, but some cases it is absent. In such cases a membranous structure also present. Then about androecium, stamens are many in one or more words, okay, and the free or filaments are united. Both conditions are present. They forming a tubular sheath under this stamens producing. Okay. Pollens are in dioids or tetrads and dehisce longitudinally by slits. So, numerous stamens present. Gynoecium, ovary superior, that is hypogyny, and 3 or 2 carpels, 3 or 1 celled structure. Styles as many as carpels. Okay. Tricarpellary means 3 styles are present here. Then fimbriate stigma is the important point. Fimbriate stigma, and many ovules are also present. Ovules in axile or unicellular ovary on free central placentation. Axile or free central placentation. Okay. Then fruit is a capsule with minute seeds. And another important point is mucilaginous covering present. Okay. No endosperm, that I already told you there is no endosperm. That is very important point. Then seeds on germination gives a very short primary axis and no primary root. This germination is also very important. Seeds on germination that produces only primary axis but no root, clear. And from the primary axis a creeping thallus like structure develops, okay, or filamentous body or thallus like structure develops. Hydrobrium is an example where exogenously developed filamentous structure produced, that is flat branched structure and no root like character. Then in such cases secondary shoot is also arising from exogenously arising. Then small leaves giving the plant a moss-like appearance. I already told leaves are very small, linear, look like mosses. Okay. The root-like body arises that performs the photosynthetic functions. Okay. In some cases only. This is a hydrobrium. So small leaf look like our mosses. They are branched structures. Then phylogeny, this is allied to or showing relationship with Crassulaceae, Saxifragaceae and Rosaceae only. And Maheshwari proved that embryological study that these Protostomaceae is having affinity with the Crassulaceae, that both are closely related. Okay. So these are the some of the plants. Podostemum ceratophyllum, very common plant. See the flowers arranged here, look like this. And this is the only plant I have to show you, that is very rare and occur in certain flowing running water streams may be. Okay, so this is very rare members present in our area. So this family's questions usually asking what are the typical features of the family Podostemacea, what are the morphology of the plant, then about the floral characters, then seed germination. Okay. So very small family, only usually questions for theory only, no practical session for this family. Okay. So I hope you understood well. Have a nice day. Thank you.